Disgraced Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein is facing new charges of rape and sexual assault. Los Angeles prosecutors announced the additional crimes on Monday, and it came the same day that Weinstein's separate trial in New York began. Jericka Duncan has the latest.
Less than 5 hours after Harvey Weinstein appeared in New York State Supreme Court at a hearing for his criminal trial,
my office has charged Harvey Weinstein with sexually assaulting 2 women in Los Angeles County.
The L.A. County District Attorney says the alleged incidents happened during Oscars week of 2013, just days before Weinstein was photographed there with his then wife. In documents filed today, Weinstein's accused of raping a woman after he forced himself inside her Los Angeles hotel room on February 18, 2013. A second woman alleges that Weinstein sexually assaulted her the next night inside the bathroom of his Beverly Hills suite.
If convicted as charged in the case, defendant Weinstein faces up to 28 years in state prison.
In New York, the 67-year-old has been charged with rape, criminal sexual act, and predatory sexual assault of 2 women and faces up to life in prison. Weinstein told CBS News he expects to be exonerated in the New York case. But tonight, his legal team says they are not prepared to comment on the most recent charges. Jericka Duncan, CBS News, New York.
Jericka Duncan joins me now with more. And Jericka, you've spoken to several of these accusers. How are these women doing now?
You know, they're doing okay. They said that it's still very hard for them to talk about what they said Harvey Weinstein did to them years ago. We spoke to 3 women, Jasmine Loeb, actress Rosanna Arquette, and Louise Godbold. And all of them said, you know, they wanted to see Harvey Weinstein prosecuted, but they never really thought this day would come. When I asked them, even though Harvey Weinstein has said he did not commit any crimes, he basically believes he'll be exonerated in the New York case. I asked those women, though, would an apology help? Here's what they had to say.
It would really depend. I mean, if it's a perfunctory get out of jail card, then no, of course not. But the weird thing about this is, although it's so public, it's also very personal and very intimate. This was something that was perpetrated against us individually, intimately, and if there were ever a situation where he were able to convince me that he seriously has had a change of heart and apologized to me, to my face, and remember who I am, because I very much doubt that he does, then I might consider it.
In that context, yes, I always believe in redemption and forgiveness. And if someone was to say, I did these terrible things, I am so sorry, and you know, but I don't think it's a possibility with this man.
You know, these women call themselves silence breakers. They say they're part of a movement of larger women who spoke out against Harvey Weinstein. When I asked them what their reaction would be if Harvey Weinstein is acquitted, here's what they said.
A lot of people that I've known think, oh, that'll never happen. I mean, he's demonized, he'll never make a comeback. But yes, I think it's totally possible.
What about the many people who worked with him for those 20 and 30 years? Do you worry about their influence in Hollywood? Because they're not facing criminal charges.
I think that they're dormant in the shadows, and they are ready if he does come back. I mean, there's still such a strong root of misogynism in our culture, and I think that they're not going to go quietly. But I am optimistic that no matter what, we are heading in the right direction, and the Me Too movement is part of that.
And as you know, this has been going on for over 2 years for many of them now. And I said, you know, how has your life changed? So they talked a little bit about that during the interview as well.
I mean, I hate that when you Google my name, you know, my name is linked to his. In this day and age where social media and it's, yeah, to be tied to him in that way. But I don't regret it, because I feel that it's incredibly freeing to tell my truth, and also to hear other women tell their stories. It's empowering, because you're no longer isolated.
I know that it's important for me to be there and listen to their story, because if one person listens, then they can feel strong enough to tell and support someone else.
And I have friendships now with all of these women, and it's the weirdest club that you'll ever belong to, but no one else gets it. Even the people who try in our lives, friends and family, they don't get it. They don't understand the stress. They don't understand the very unique circumstances of the position that we're in. And so we have this very tight-knit group. There's about, on that email thread, there's like 34 of us, I think. We're always talking to each other.
Yeah.
And Jericka, you'll continue to cover this case here in New York and, of course, the new charges out of Los Angeles. Thank you so much.
Thank you.